180. Check the backer.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, shell. 5. 7's the mic. Rip left. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Here we go. 180. Tell you what.
Back to throw. Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Looking for Woods that time. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Kill. Here we go. You don't want it. Slam. Kill.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
44, Mike, 44.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Cut! 180! Double dog, that's the way. 11, 44.
On 2nd and 12, Goff, throw left side complete. It's Woods. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Cut! 20! Watch both those. Watch the run. Hey, Shell. 44 to Mike. Hey, Delta. Check. I got you, son. Maverick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Yeah, he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometime. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll bite, and he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Brown, 94 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
76. Let's bring it. He's coming. Double up.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We go, cut. 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Louis.
From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check. Merlin.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. 2 kill. Slap. Topper.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a name that will ring in the ears of Saints fans forever, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's got Higbee complete right side.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
14.
3rd and 2. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, Charlie. 44. Mike, 44.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Here we go. 76. 44 is Mike. Check. Oh, you got deep? 44.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Flush to his right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Chester. Mike's Popo. Hey, Alpha. 44 is the Mike. Check.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 5-1. We go 21, 21. Rush in.
Play action. Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is gone. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a... Second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Ready? 95, 56. That's fake. Q. Cut. Here we go. 24 is the mic.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Strip that ball. 44, Mike, 44. Now you won. Here I come again.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Past the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Breeze now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Let's go, boys.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180. You're not ready. You're not ready. 44 now. Check. Watch the run. Watch the run. 40.
On first down, it's gone. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
180. 44. Watch the curve. Watch the
Here's Goff. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gone. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Brees. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut. 180. 44. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check. Hey, shell.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Good one, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go.
Let's 20.
44.
Hey, kill.
Come, baby. Woo! Both balls to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
All day, dog.
Bravo.
44. Mike, 44.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Five.
Here's Goff. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, orbit. You gonna see me in trouble.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
We're good. We're good. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 44.
Throwing again is gone. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground. Ground. Ground.
Now it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Escaping the pressure right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
12, 12, 12, 12.
44's the mic. Tackles.
From the gun on third down. Goff. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And it's caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go get him.
Breeze going to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Hey, easy.
Check the call, check the call.
Whoa.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Whoa. Here we go.
Switch. 24 is the mic.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Breeze now. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Again, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Go. Block 20. Maverick.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, John.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Back to throw. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Super one. Hey, high 7.
Goff now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.